over here, we have the Rocks Church, which is run by a ministry down here. And every year what they do here in Kensington, they get the whole neighborhood of people from all over the Philadelphia area. And they have this block party for the people in the neighborhood. It's a really great thing. The way we celebrated the block party, it would not be Kensington if you didn't have the outdoors overhead. We celebrated by painting, doing some painting up here in Sarnelli House, some people from the Holy Name Society and some others. And it was a really great day, and I'll be telling more about it as we go forward. Thanks for your help. God bless.
Going into Kensington and helping at Sarnelli or any charitable endeavor is a good thing. But I'm reading a book about from the Desert Fathers, and there's numerous books out right now about the Desert Fathers and Mothers from around the Nile, from northwest Egypt, from around Jerusalem during the age right after the apostles died, men and women who went into the desert to live as hermits and did battle with themselves, did battle with the devil, and had many spiritual insights. And in the last 20, 30 years, these have been translated into English. And there's one story about three men. One of them decided to go and try the best he could to bring peace among brothers. Another one went out to try and exercise a ministry of healing for those who were sick. And the third one decided just to go into the desert and live as a hermit and pray and talk with God. After a number of years, the first two came together and went to see the third brother, and all three of them had rejoiced at seeing each other. And the brother who was in the desert said to the first one, "So how did it go?" And he said, "Well, I couldn't not manage to bring brothers together in peace, and I found that my own soul was very distressed." And he asked the second brother, he said, "And how are you?" And he said, "Well, I found out that I could not solve all of the sickness in the world, and I find my soul itself is afflicted." And they both, with that, the third brother who was in the desert said, "Let us go and get a bucket of water." And so they took a bucket of water, and then he took them to a place where there was a trough, and he said, "Pour the trough into the cistern and pour the water in the trough and look at it and tell me if you can see your face." So they poured it in there, and of course the water was splashing around everything. And he says, "What's it look like on the bottom?" And they said, "Well, we don't know. We can't see. You know, the top of the water is too busy, and it's too it's splashing it, etc., etc." And he said, "Just wait a moment." And after a while, the water calmed down, and then the brother said, "Can you see the bottom of the trough now?" And they said, "Yeah, we can see it clearly." And he said, and so it is with the ways of God. What you did is good, and it is true and noble. But there also has to be a time when you can come away with God, and you can just let your life and your body and your mind and your soul rest. And until you do that, you will not see clearly, and you will not see the voice of God, and you will not see the face. You will not hear the voice of God, and you will not see the face of God. It's some good advice, and in that regards, I think it's a great idea to reflect on what Saint Benedict talks about. The motto of the Benedictines in Latin is "Ora et Labora." We work and we pray, and finding that juxtaposition and that balance that sometimes weaves itself within each other, sloppy as it is, imperfect as it is. There's something to be said about trying to find a time during the day to do some work, time to do some play, time to do some sleep, and time to do some rest, where you can allow the waters to calm down and you can hear the voice of the Lord and see His face. God bless.